As a seasoned clinical nutritionist with over 25 years of experience in men's health, I've worked with thousands of men, many over 60, who believed their best years were behind them. They often come to me feeling defeated, convinced that age has robbed them of their energy, stamina, and confidence. But time and again, I've seen something surprising. The root of their struggles isn't always aging, it's often a simple, overlooked habit. Specifically, how and when they drink water. Yes, ordinary water. It sounds unbelievable, but the way you hydrate can profoundly impact your erections, testosterone levels, and overall vitality. My name is Dr. Anna, a graduate of USP University of São Paulo, with a specialization in clinical nutrition from the Federal University of São Paulo. As a researcher in the andrology department, I've treated men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, helping them rediscover their vigor through small, science-backed changes. In this discussion, I'll share 8 critical insights about water and its role in men's health, particularly for those over 60. I'll also reveal a simple 7-second morning technique that, when paired with proper hydration, can enhance blood flow and bedroom performance. This could be the most transformative information you encounter this year. Let's start with the foundation of sexual health, blood flow. Without it, erections are impossible. What many men don't realize is that blood is over 90% water. Even mild dehydration thickens your blood, slowing circulation and making it harder for your heart to pump oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most, including the penis. An erection is a hydraulic event, relying on pressure to fill the penile chambers with blood and maintain firmness. If your blood is sluggish due to dehydration, that pressure doesn't build, and your body can't respond, no matter how strong your desire. I've seen this in countless patients. Take Carlos, a 68-year-old retired teacher from São Paulo. He walked into my clinic looking defeated, saying, "Doctor, it's just not working anymore. I'm too old." He had no serious illnesses or problematic medications, but he was chronically dehydrated. I asked him to commit to one change, drinking water consistently throughout the day, not in large gulps, but in steady sips. 2 weeks later, he returned with a smile, saying, "I don't know what changed, but it's working again." That's the power of hydration. It thins your blood, improves circulation, and supports the mechanisms your body relies on for performance. But it's not just about erections. Blood carries more than oxygen. It transports hormones like testosterone, nitric oxide, and essential nutrients. If your blood flow is compromised, these vital components don't reach their destinations efficiently. Dehydration doesn't just make you tired, it puts your body into survival mode. Your system prioritizes vital functions like regulating blood pressure and protecting organs, sidelining non-essential processes like reproduction and testosterone production. This brings us to another critical issue: testosterone. I recall Walter, a 72-year-old widower from Rio de Janeiro. He wasn't sick, but he felt apathetic, unmotivated, and had lost interest in intimacy. He confessed, "Doctor, I don't feel like myself." Tests showed his testosterone was lower than average, not dangerously low, but enough to dim his spark. When I asked about his water intake, he admitted he barely drank any. Dehydration suppresses testosterone by triggering survival mode, where your body conserves energy for critical functions. Meanwhile, it spikes cortisol, the stress hormone, which directly opposes testosterone. It's like a seesaw. When cortisol rises, testosterone falls, leaving you feeling drained and disconnected. Walter didn't need hormone injections. Instead, I gave him a simple hydration routine. Drink water first thing in the morning, carry a bottle for small sips throughout the day, cut back on afternoon caffeine, and avoid alcohol before bed. For weeks later, he walked into my office with renewed vitality. "I feel awake again," he said. "I'm laughing more, and I'm even interested in meeting someone." His spark had returned, all because he gave his body the water it craved. Many older men aren't suffering from hormonal failure, but from chronic dehydration they've never been taught to address. However, even if you're drinking water, you might be doing it wrong, and this single mistake could be sabotaging your efforts. Most men don't realize that how they drink water matters as much as how much. When I tell patients this, they often laugh. I remember Miguel, a 67-year-old retired truck driver from Minas Gerais, who chuckled and said, "Doctor, it's water. What should I do? Pray over it." I smiled and explained that it's about respecting your body's needs. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated, and gulping down a large glass of cold water doesn't help. Your body can't absorb it efficiently. It passes through, overworks your kidneys, and flushes out valuable minerals like sodium and magnesium. Think of your body like a dry sponge. Pouring water on it causes runoff, not absorption. Your system prefers small, steady sips throughout the day to maintain stable blood volume, regulate your nervous system, and balance hormones. Even your posture matters. Drinking while seated activates your parasympathetic rest and digest mode, improving absorption. Letting water mix with saliva before swallowing also aids processing, a practice rooted in both ancient wisdom and modern science. Miguel was skeptical but tried it. He switched to room temperature water, drank slowly while seated, and paid attention to his body's signals. 3 weeks later, he called me, saying, "Doctor, I don't know what kind of magic this is, but I feel stronger not just in bed, but overall. It's not magic, it's physiology." When you hydrate intentionally, your body rewards you with better circulation, stable energy, sharper focus, and stronger erections. It's not about drinking more but drinking smarter. Your body is like a classic engine. You wouldn't flood it with fuel and expect it to run smoothly. You'd feed it carefully and consistently, and your body works the same way. Even if you're hydrating correctly, small daily habits might be undermining your efforts. I see this often with patients who follow my advice but don't see the results they expect. Harmoniq, a 74-year-old retired pilot, was one such case. He drank water as instructed, slow sips, room temperature, seated, but at his follow-up, he said, "Doctor, I expected more." We examined his routine and found subtle culprits. He started his day with strong coffee and enjoyed wine with dinner. He also drank large glasses of water after eating water-rich fruits like oranges or watermelon. These habits seemed harmless, but they were working against him. Caffeine and alcohol are diuretics, pulling water from your system and increasing dehydration. Drinking water after coffee or wine only plays catch-up, never fully replenishing you. Drinking after water-rich fruits dilutes digestive enzymes, causing bloating and reducing nutrient absorption, which diminishes the benefits of hydration. Overhydration, drinking too much too fast, can also flush out minerals like potassium and magnesium, essential for nerve function, muscle contractions, and sexual response. We made small tweaks to Harmoniq's routine. He spaced out his water intake, drinking before meals instead of after fruit, reduced coffee and wine, and added a pinch of sea salt to his morning water to retain electrolytes. Within days, he felt balanced, saying, "It's like my body finally got the message." Sometimes the solution isn't doing more but eliminating subtle saboteurs. Once you remove these, hydration's benefits shine through, like flipping a switch. Now, let's talk about a 7-second morning habit that amplifies proper hydration. The first few minutes of your day shape your energy, mindset, and physical function, especially after 60. Gilberto, a 71-year-old patient, followed my hydration plan diligently. His energy and mood improved, but he felt something was missing. "I feel good, but not great," he said. That's when I introduced a simple technique: A slow, deep inhalation through the nose, holding for a few seconds, and exhaling gently through the nose. This stimulates nitric oxide production, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels, boosting oxygen-rich blood flow to every part of your body, including the penis. Nitric oxide levels decline with age, weakening circulation, but this 7-second breath, done after your first glass of water, reactivates the system naturally. Hilberto was skeptical, asking, "How is breathing going to fix anything?" I urged him to try it for 2 weeks. When he returned, he looked lighter, saying, "I feel reconnected. My body remembers how to function." This isn't about becoming someone new, it's about rediscovering who you've always been. These insights are just the beginning. Hydration, done right, can transform your vitality, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about consistency, timing, and eliminating hidden obstacles. In my practice, I've seen men reclaim their confidence and energy by making these small changes. The 7-second morning breath, paired with smart hydration, can awaken something dormant within you. Vitality has no age, it just needs the right tools. If you found this helpful, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit. Stay tuned for a comprehensive 21-day protocol combining this technique with targeted exercises to further enhance your results. Your body is ready to respond, you just need to give it what it's been asking for all along.